back on the YouTube. Today we've got a push session, a chest dominant one. We've got
Gonzalo.
he can say it because I'm going to butcher it, but we've got one of the Barrios brothers. I know how to say Barrio properly, so I'm not going to butcher his first name. He's actually over from Spain, so we're going to get some sessions in. And like I said, I do like training with him because one, very, very smart, two, he knows how to execute, and three, he knows how to fucking train. So it's a pleasure having him round. And how many days are you going to be over for now?
For 17 days.
Yeah, so basically from, when did you come? Yesterday or today?
Yesterday, yeah.
Yes, you ever trained yet or not?
I trained yesterday legs, and today
oh, perfect.
with you. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically he's going to be doing all the sessions with me now until he goes back. So it's going to be great having him. And like I said, a lot of teaching points today, a lot of things that we'll go through. Obviously we'll get the Irishman talking as well. As he's pursuing his super heavyweight push-up. Excited to get stuck in. I actually feel really good. Say we're 6.5 weeks out. I've had a bit of a stim break, caffeine break all this week. So I've not even had Prepared Pro back in. Wait until that goes back in, you'll see some fireworks. Today I've only had a coffee and a pump, so I'm just going to be nice and full. But yeah, excited to get stuck in, get some sessions in and get plenty more filmed. So let's fucking go. Before I actually begin pressing, just gonna do 2 sets, sub-maximal sets, literally 15-20 reps on the pec deck, just to get a little bit of blood in the pecs, that is all, before I actually get into pressing. So if you do struggle to find a connection with any pressers, I do advise doing this. However, if you are in a position where you are taking your loading and lifting to the maximum capacity, just be careful that you don't do sets that will potentially take away from the loading. The only times I would ever do isolation movement specifically before I press is when I'm trying to directly reduce load exposure for safety purposes after a show. Any other time, the goal is to move as much load as accurate as I physically can. Therefore, I would never pre-exhaust any muscle before my compound work. The only thing you need to do is internally rotate your hands and put pressure on the thick part of your hand. Your muscle fibers in your pec diverge down. So alignment, to actually correctly bias the fibers, you have to internally rotate your arm slightly. See this position here? That's the kind of the goal. So for me personally, that's exactly what I do on a pec deck. I slightly internal rotate and put pressure on the inside of my palm. And that actually gives me a much better path to target my pec. So when you look at Gonzalo's training here, just look at his upper arm. He's only abducting his arm to fully lengthen the pec. Shoulder doesn't rotate. This is a perfect range of motion for any pec. The biggest mistake people make is they actually allow the upper arm to come way too far, which then internally rotates the shoulder. We don't want that. We want to keep pressure on the pec all the way throughout that movement. So range of motion has to reflect that, where, again, remember function of your pec, it's to abduct your arm and then bring it across. That's enough. Game time, game time. Right, so let's talk about position for pressing. You want to keep your neutral spine to a degree, from your lumbar, from your diaphragm down to your pelvis. So my hips sit straight on the pad, and then slight depression and retraction at the scap with slight extension of my rib cage. Before we start pressing, we want to get in a position where the chest musculature is already stretched and lengthened. There we go. So as you get into any press, slight extension of the thoracic spine, slight depression and retraction of your scapula, and keep the posture. As a reference point, keep your chest in front of your shoulders to bias the pecs. Before you get into a pressing position, you need to stretch your pecs in essence for them to actually be fully exposed to the work you're about to go under. Yep. She knows how to put them on.
What's the rep range for the working set?
First set. I don't like going below 7 now.
Okay.
7 minimum.
Okay.
7 to 10.
Okay.
Second set, 10 to 12. Hit both rep ranges. Isolation work will work a little bit higher. Smith, first set, 6 to 10. Second, 12 to 15. Kind of want to tick off both rep ranges. I've already gone over in previous videos on how I actually warm up. And I've got a reel on my Instagram, so go and watch it. But anyway, I'll go over it again. The whole point of the warm-up sets is to get to my top working set the safest way possible, expanding the least amount of energy possible. So I've got the maximum energy in the tank to be able to attack my set with full intensity to get the most out of it. 1,000,001 ways to skin a cat. This is just the way I like to roll. I know there's conflicted evidence all over the place in the world regarding this. However, I don't fucking care. I'm making the most progress I ever have training this way. I'm safe, I feel great. I like training this way. So that's what I'm gonna fucking do. I'm gonna work a 7, 6 and a 5 next set. So I wanna make a clean jump from here. Okay. Drive. Yeah, good, okay, okay. Take it, more. Keep driving, come on. Yes. Beautiful set. Control. Lovely. Good. Told you can fucking train. Shit I love to see.
Come on, man.
Let's fucking go, big man. Show me now. Let's go, Mark. Give him one, brother, yeah? Give him one. Blocks, bro. Way better, Mark. One more up at least, come on.
Come on, push. Yes, come on. Yeah. Let's go. Control the action. Yeah. There you go. Come on. Yes, come on. There you go. One more. Come on. Yes, push. Yes, come on. Hard. There you go.
Beautiful. What's that?
7, yeah.
Let's go. Easy work. Oh, nice. Oh, good.
Oh. Yes, come on, yes.
There we go.
Fucking hell, man. Fuck off.
You alright?
Yeah. Big weight drops since last session, 4 kilo down.
How much?
4 kilos since this session last time, so I feel it.
Game time, motherfucker.
Yeah, okay.
Come on again. Now change. Yeah. Yes. There you go. Come on. Yes.
Drag it down.
Oh. Let's fucking go. That's better. bar moves straight up and down, it doesn't diverge. The motion and the thought process is still about bringing your upper arm and humerus across your pec as you're driving through. The function of your pec is not to do this. The function of your pec is to do this. So whenever you're pressing, try and mimic that same motion of what your actual function of your musculature is. You're doing most of your pressing literally with your shoulders. That's why your shoulders look fucking huge today. So, slight extension at thoracic spine.
Yep.
Lower back doesn't bend. More. Extend. Slight retraction and depression at the scap. More. See now what's happened?
Yeah.
You've stretched your pecs out, right? That's what we want to be. That's where the posture you want to be when you're trying to press and actually target your pecs. That's what you need to do. You need to stretch this before you actually get in position, because at the moment, you're pressing like this with your shoulders forward. See that? See what happened there?
Yeah.
See that? Yes. That's what you're pressing like. It's just all down.
Yeah.
So what we need to do is bring it back, keeping that fixed position and posture.
Yeah.
And now as you're pressing through, what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, all pec.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Come on, yes, push, yes. Come on, yes, hard, push. Yes.
Come on, big man. Okay. Drive. Oh. Strong. Oh. Good. Oh. 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 Good. Oh. Good. Come on.
Come on.
Drive. Okay. Okay. Go on then.
Yes. Come on. Yes. Drive.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck off.
Some sessions don't go your way.
I'm going with 2 and 10.
Come on then. Beautiful. Good. Good. One more, at least. One more. Easy, come on. And drive. Yeah. Perfect.
Come on. There you go, come on.
Here we go. Don't stop going.
Yes, come on, push, come on.
14. It's loss of weight, mate, that's all it is.
Like you hit the wall.
It's diet, doing a bit of a diet, so always happens when you diet. So this is my serving of MPS Max. I usually have this halfway through my session, so this means that my protein feedings are literally spread out every 2.5 hours across my whole day, including mid-training, intra-workout. So I have a pre-workout meal at 12 o'clock, generally it's 2:30 now, so I have my another serving, and then my next post-workout meal is going to be 4:30. So this way, my MPS spikes are pretty even across the whole day. Bit of bro science there for you, but that's what I like to do. One more, yep.
Yeah, come on. Yes.
Yes. That's better. I can fucking see how ugly you are now. Yeah, my better, thank you. Yeah, okay, okay. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Yes, come on. Come on, push. Yes. Come on, one more. Come on, push. Yes, yes, yes. Come on, keep pushing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. Fucking hell.
The only reason I have them, for anyone wondering, is my hands slip off the handles, so there's no fucking magic. It's just so they don't slip.
Yeah.
Good reps.
Come on.
Good rep. Let's go again. Come on. Take it.
Drive.
Finish it. More. More. There you go. Perfect. Good. Control. Good.
Three, two, one. Mama.
Yes. Look.
Yes.
Oh. 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 Okay. Oh. Yeah. Oh.
Fucking hell.
Majority of the work in this session in particular, it is more incline pressing. And that's simply because I need more upper part of, well, I need my upper part of my chest bigger. So we're trying to bias the target area of my chest that is arguably weaker. In the second rotation that I'm going to film for you soon, we do have a vertical press in there with a slight elevation at the heel, which puts me in a position to bias more costal pecs. Costal pecs is the bottom fibers of the pec. So within the programming structure, we cover the whole pec musculature. However, the programming is slightly biased towards trying to improve a weaker area, which is obviously the upper pec. Generally, most people will have a slight dominance towards the lower pec, so it does make sense to basically program majority of the movements around the upper area. The first movement that we did is more of a low incline, then we've got a mid incline and then a higher incline isolation exercise to finish off on. The dip also biases the lower portion of the pec a little bit as well. So although its majority of the work is incline pressing, we still do bias the bottom pec to a degree through the programming on other movements as well. The reason why we're using the foam roller behind our shoulder blades is simple. All we're doing is wrapping our shoulder blades around the foam roller, which forces us in the correct posture to bias musculature of the pec. As I explained earlier, you have to lengthen your pecs in order for them to actually do the most work and isolate them. So this allows us to just get a much better posture rather than just kind of having us back flat on the bench.
Oh man. 18.
So, any movement we do, we try and mimic functional our pec. So functional our pec is abduction, adduction of the humerus. So brace it, bring your upper arm out and across, as I mentioned before. So this is a perfect exercise really to be able to mimic that. Also, having cables and free motion of the cable allows you to internally rotate your arm to further align your upper arm in line with the musculature and the pec fibers. For me, this is a perfect isolation exercise for pec. Again, we need to prioritize heavy compound lifts, but this is like the cherry on top that is also needed for full development of the pecs.
Come on. Yes. Come on. Yes, yes, yes. There you go.
No, my. Yep.
Yep.
Oh.
Come on. Yes. Come on, control. Yeah. Come on.
Fucking hell. Easy work, Mark, come on. Laterals 101. One of the biggest mistakes I see people do performing any lateral movement is forcing the shoulder blades down. For you to be able to actually target your medial head of the delt, so your side delt, to its full capacity and full range of motion, you have to allow your scapula to work. Your scapula glides up and down, so the shoulder, actual griddle, has to glide up and down for it to work properly. So the shoulder function needs to happen. If you force your shoulders down, not only are you restricting your range of motion, but you're inhibiting proper shoulder function as well. Free the scapula and allow it to work to a degree. Don't worry about your traps working. As long as you're not shrugging, it's totally fine. Your traps do need to do a little bit of work to stabilize your shoulder joint. That's your one. Okay. Hold your hand when you need it. Yes. That's yours. Okay. Quick tricep push down tips. Keep your body weight on the same side leg as the arm you're working with. Lean into the same side. Keep your tricep dug into your lat to create stability. Don't retract your shoulder, keep your shoulder in a neutral position. As you are driving into the stretch, think about driving your elbow back and away from the cable. And as you're driving through, think about perpendicular motion down and in. Again, think about the function of your tricep. It's to extend the arm. So make sure you stay super accurate, control the end ranges, and again, pause across both contractile ranges too. What is good, my people? So that is a wrap up. Push session. Now I'm going to do some posing, but I'm not going to show you that. I'm not ready to display just yet. When I'm ready though, I think you will be pleasantly surprised. So like I said, the goal this year is to be the best version of me. Does that feel good? One of the best preps I've ever had. I feel very positive and ready to do whatever it takes. Whatever the work needs to get put in, it will happen, it will get done. For me to be the best version of myself, as always. Thank you so much, guys. Please like, share, subscribe, comment below. It does help boost all the fun stuff on YouTube, as I'm trying to grow the channel, so I would greatly appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in as always. I hope you enjoyed today's session. Plenty more to come. We're actually filming leg day on Saturday, so it's going to be fucking fireworks. Can't wait. Appreciate you all, guys. Massive thank you to Gaz, doing amazing work with all the reels as well out of this video. So really appreciate you guys. Make sure you check him out as well on his Instagram to put some really good work out. So thank you so much, guys. Take care. I'll see you again soon.